Hey friend, I heard a thought recently that stayed with me. You can be deeply loved by people and still feel deeply lonely. And it's just so true. And I think that lands so deeply because loneliness doesn't always come from being alone. Sometimes it comes from feeling like nobody really meets you where you are. Sometimes it looks like being the strong one, the responsible one, the one who shows up and still goes home feeling unseen. And this is one of the reasons I created Walking in the Light, a scripture centered reflection journal. Because some seasons don't just need encouragement, they need somewhere to go, somewhere gentle, honest, where you can sit with Jehovah God and tell the truth about what you're carrying. So let's not rush this. I want you to take one breath, just the one you already have. Let your shoulders drop a little. Not because everything is okay, but because you don't have to carry this moment alone. And sometimes loneliness feels like more than a season. And this is where Psalms 34:18 meets us. It says, Jehovah is close to the brokenhearted. He saved those who are crushed in spirit. And I know I've been crushed in spirit many times. I don't know anybody that's never been at least crushed in spirit at least once. Loneliness can feel like more than a season when your life changed and your circle didn't follow you. Your values got deeper and some connections got quieter. Your body changed, your energy changed, your needs changed, and you don't have the same social battery that you used to. And sometimes it's not that people are mean, it's just they can't meet you where you are anymore. I know I have friends like that, people who I was friends with, let's say 30, 40 years ago, whatever, because I'm 60. I was their friend, but I didn't think about like forever or anything like that. And some of those ran their course because a lot of times I was more their friend than they were mine deep down. It's just they can't meet you where you are anymore. That's why that phrase hits the one that says they can't come. Everybody can't come with you. Not as punishment, not as bitterness, just as reality. Some people cannot come with you into the version of you that heal, because healing changes what you tolerate and what you need and what you can't pretend not to feel anymore. In Psalms 34:18, notice what it does not say. It doesn't say Jehovah is close to the people who never struggle. It doesn't say Jehovah is close to the people who always feel confident. It says he is close to the brokenhearted. Close, not far, not disappointed, not waiting for you to get over it. Close. So if you're in a season where the phone feels quieter, the invitation's changed. Wait a minute. Going back to the phone, I remember when I was first married many years ago, in my 20s, and my husband said, I don't know why you have friends. I don't know how you have any friends. You don't ever call nobody. Say, but when they call me, I do talk to them. I talk for a long time. And some people were just so needy. But I was there for them in that season. And maybe I was what they needed in that season. And so what made me think about this, I know this little outro, made me think about this because it says, because I said, so if you are in a season where the phone feels quiet, because the phone was ringing all the time, but the phone feels quieter, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. That can be a good thing if they're not the right people. So if you feel like you're always the one checking in, that doesn't automatically mean that you did something wrong. Sometimes it means your life is shifting, and when life shifts, your relationships reveal what they were built on. Some people are connected to you who you used to be. Some are connected to convenience, to the version of you who always said yes. And if that is you, you need to stop that. Stop saying yes to everything, especially when you don't want to. And it's not necessary. You don't have to. Saying no, period. N-O, period, is fine. When that version of you is gone, they can't come. Not because you're better, but because you're different. You're not better than them, but you are a better version of you, the one that you need to be. And if you're over 50, this can feel extra tender because you're not just lonely, you're tired tired of shallow conversation, tired of explaining your choices, tired of pretending you don't feel it. And you may be carrying invisible grief over your old energy, grief over your old body, over friendships that didn't survive your healing, over being needed but not truly known. That's real. And the Bible does not shame you for that. Psalms 34:18 doesn't scold you, it meets you. So what I want to give you is something simple. When loneliness rises, especially at night, try this. Name it without judging it. Loneliness is here. Uh-oh. Okay. It's all right. Not I'm pathetic, not what's wrong with me, just loneliness is here. Read a book, watch a mindless TV show. Put one hand on your chest and tell your nervous system the truth. I am not abandoned. Speak Psalm 34:18 in your own words. Jehovah God, be close to me right now. Stay near. Help me feel held. Because sometimes the most healing prayer isn't fancy, it's honest. Now, I'm going to say this carefully. Some seasons of loneliness are not forever, but they are informative. They show you what you actually need. They show you what you will not tolerate anymore. One more again. You're not going to tolerate one more again. They show you where your heart has been overgiven. And yes, sometimes loneliness is connected to growth, not because God is punishing you, but because you're being shaped. And when you're being shaped, you don't always fit in the same spaces. So if today feels quiet, if you're missing somebody, if you're grieving what you used to be, I want you to hear this. He is close to the brokenhearted. Not after you fix it, not after you move on, close right now. Some people can't come, but God stays close. And you can't get through this season without being ashamed of how it feels. If this video helped you feel even a little less alone, comment so I know you're here. And if you want more scriptures for real life, for overwhelmed days, overthinking nights, and heavy emotions, subscribe and stay with me. I'll see you in the next video.